In this video, I'll be showing you how to install Kali Linux 2020.1 on your computer step by step. Many people came to me with issues regarding the installation of Kali 2020.1. The installation is taking more than 5 hours for most people. Some even have reported the process taking more than 20 hours. So in this video, we'll install Kali Linux 2020.1 in a slightly different way, with which we'll have an absolutely new Kali system up and running in less than half an hour. You can use both Linux and Windows to install Kali using this method. I've divided this video into 3 parts. 1. Download the proper ISO file. 2. Creation of bootable USB drive. And 3. The actual installation. I suggest you follow with me, but if you want, you can jump to any particular part. I've given the timestamps in the first comment. This is Linux Techs. Let's do this. Firstly, we need to download the proper ISO file. Starting with Kali 2020.1, we get 6 files. We need to download the installer file. Use the link given in the description to jump to the download page and download the correct file. Live ISO allows you to test drive the OS in a live session but does not provide installation. The installer that we are downloading does not allow you to test drive Kali in a live session like most distros. It's strictly for installation only. Once the download completes, we need to make a bootable USB stick. Plug in a pen drive and format it into FAT format. You lose all the data on the pen drive. Then, on Linux, you can directly right-click on the downloaded ISO file and choose Open with Disk Image Writer. Then choose your USB stick properly and go. Give it a few minutes and the USB stick will be ready. If you are on Windows, download a tool called Rufus and use it to make a bootable USB stick. It's simple to use. Just select the downloaded file, the plugged in USB stick and go. The link to download Rufus is given in the description. Once this is done, let's restart the computer with the USB stick plugged in. But before we do that, I want you to pull out the Wi-Fi dongle on your desktop. If you're on a laptop, turn off the Wi-Fi switch. Most laptops have physical switches for wireless connectivity on them. I want you to turn it off. If you have a wired connection, pull out the wire. This is key. Why we are doing this is, if you leave those on during installation, the installer will either ask you to connect to the network or install drivers for Wi-Fi. And if you try to skip those, there will be an error and the whole thing will go on a completely different chain of actions. If you do connect to the internet during installation, the installer searches and downloads every package on the ISO. At the moment, this will take you more than 5-6 hours on very high-speed fiber internet. One of my viewers told me it took him more than 20 hours to complete the installation. By completely disconnecting the internet, we can finish the whole thing in less than half an hour. You can update your Kali installation after the installation, which will be fast. This issue is something Kali developers need to fix. Anyway, make sure you pulled out the dongles on desktops and turned off the Wi-Fi switches on laptops. Restart that PC with the USB stick plugged in. After the restart, your computer will most probably display this screen. If it does not, you need to press some function buttons in the top row as soon as you hit the power button and select the USB stick to boot. The exact button depends on the computer model. If you don't know which button to press, Google how to select boot device in followed by your computer model. Once we successfully boot into the USB stick, we'll be greeted by this screen. Here, make sure graphical install is selected and hit enter. I can't use screen capture here for obvious reasons, so bear with me. Okay, here we go. We start off by selecting the language. Let's pick English and continue. Next up, select your country. For key map, just click on continue. Ignore this thing and just click on continue. Select this one. We do not want to configure the network. Now you need to fill in the name, passwords and stuff here. Just put in your name here. Now we have to select and configure the partition that we want to install Kali on. We have many options here, but we are gonna do this manually. Here you can see all the connected hard disks and partitions. I have 2 hard disks here. You most probably have only one. In that, select the partition or the drive that you want to install Kali 2020.1 on and click on Continue. Here, double-click on the Use As section and select ext4. Double-click on Format the partition. This will erase all the data on that partition. Then in Mount Point, select Root. Okay, leave everything else as is. Looks good. Now you should get something like this. Make sure that it's the partition that you want to use. Finish partitioning. Here we get a warning that we have not set up swap. Select No and continue. It's 2020 bro. Write changes to disk? Absolutely. Select yes and continue. Now this will take some time. I'm gonna fast forward here. Here we again get a network prompt. Select yes and continue. Now on this screen, don't do anything at the moment. You can install anything you want after the installation. Don't change anything here. Just click on continue. Let it do its thing now. It will take around half an hour, so go get a coffee or something. I'm gonna fast forward. Here, it'll install the bootloader. Select yes. Now here, you'll have only 2 options. I have 3, but you'll most probably have only 2. Select your hard disk here. Not the USB stick you are plugged in, but your hard disk, which will be the first entry here. So select the first entry and continue. It'll take around 5 minutes here. Here, select yes and continue. That's it. In a minute, you'll be shown this message. Now you can restart your computer. Hit continue and pull out the USB stick. Your computer will boot into your new Kali 2020.1. Once you restart the computer, make sure to plug the Wi-Fi dongle back on. Enjoy your new Kali installation. If you like this video, do consider subscribing to my channel and also connect with me on Instagram. Next up, check out my video on the best Linux distros for students. This is Linux Techs signing out.